Hey guys, today I'm just gonna be exploring my devices and other stuff, I guess. So yeah. I have a lot. Mainly from, like, my parents' old phones and stuff. Some of them I might talk about that I don't currently have, but yeah, we're just gonna go. So, first up, I have my phone. This is a A67L, I'm pretty sure. FOXX. So yeah, and this one is the kind of phone that you can just... I'm gonna show my face. This is the kind of phone that you can, like, take the back off. So I could just, like, do this right now. Come on. Yeah, see? So it's got the FOXX. So yeah. Yeah, it's got my SIM card in there. So this is mainly, like, my main phone. It doesn't have a lot of storage. I even put this in there, but that's only 32 gigabytes. So, and this phone only has 32 gigabytes, so that would only be 64. Right now it's running off of Tag Mobile for the SIM card. So yeah, and then we have this phone that I have right now that I'm recording on. This is, like, my other phone that I lost, which is why I got this phone. It was like a free government phone. So yeah, I have this phone, and I thought, what if I use this to record YouTube videos? And I'm like, yes, that's a great idea. So this is the first one I decided to record YouTube videos on. So yeah. I have more in here. This is not really a phone type thing, but this is an iPod 6th generation in blue, of course. The screen is like, oh, it's turning on. The screen is, like, badly damaged. Like, here. Like, you can see that little spot. I can't remember what it was from. This is not my iPod. I actually had the same iPod of this. But that one was too broken. So I have this one. And yeah. The screen will sometimes just bug out and do whatever it wants. But yeah, I still have it connected to my Apple ID for some reason, which is why I have Geometry Dash. Just, if the screen is not working and I try to type in my passcode, I can just click right there. And it should have started playing music. I guess I had the volume down. So yeah, that's this thing. Yeah, not in very great condition. So far, the photos are, like, fine. So the screen is starting to bug out right now. It's not controlling it yet, but it's starting to... Oh. It might have just died. Yeah. It didn't have much battery life since I charged it, like, a couple days ago, so... We'll get into the next device. As soon as I look for it. I don't have all of them pulled out. Like, they're deep within the woods. Let me just get this thing here. Let me put that over there. Oh, Here's another phone. This is a... Oh, wait. I never told you what this phone was. This is a Galaxy A15 5G. It came from Boost, which I do not have service from anymore, which means this phone is locked and I can't really... That's why I have two main phones. Like, one is for, like, service and stuff, and the other is for, like, all the others. So, this is my A13. The power button stopped working for whatever reason. My mom gave this to me as, like, a present. It's kind of got some cracks on there. You can see if I hold down the power button, it's not really gonna do anything. I haven't tried to get any of these repaired because that would probably cost a lot of money, and I don't feel like paying a lot of money. So yeah, I think this phone had Metro on it. I can't exactly remember. It was for Metro, but I think it's unlocked. I'm not really sure. So yeah. Put that to the side. Dig through here for another phone. This a phone? Yes, that's a phone. This is not my phone. This is my grandma's old phone. I think this is an S10e from Verizon, as you can tell. It got water damage in the port and it won't work, and I just started tearing it apart and the back just wouldn't come off. So I was only using my fingernails at the time. Like, the whole slot is just gone because I pulled it out and I have no idea where it went. So yeah, I just started from there and it just wouldn't come off. So now this is just ruined. On to the next device. This doesn't really count. This is my 3D printed iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's red, as you can tell by the little lines. I've also thrown this on the ground multiple times. Yeah, that's 3D printed. It's more of a brighter red on camera. It is, like, way darker. I don't know why my camera does that. It's, like, so bright, even though it's not really. So yeah, it's more of like a darkish, pinkish color. So yeah, that's the real color of it. And then, what is our next device? Ooh. And that's not a device. MP3 player. What is this? Ooh, it's rusty. I think that says go get and vibe. I don't know if y'all can read that through all the crust. Ew. Where's the port? This takes, I think it's got mini USB. Which sucks because I don't have a charger too. I think I had one at once, but now it's dead. So yeah, it's not really useful. You can see my phone through that. Any more devices? Feel. I think that's it. Ooh. Here's another device. Switch. Let me get it out of its beautiful case. My Switch, which is not in very great condition. Well, it is, mainly the right slide. That's probably why I have another controller for it. Not probably. I've gotten a right Joy-Con, which just didn't work with any. So I tried my own Joy-Con, and I actually managed to get past the setup with it, since my dad tried tempering with it. So I'm not very good at tempering with that stuff. So yeah, we've replaced this 2 times. This is not the first replacement I've gotten on this. Here, I got stories. Let's see, where was this? I can't remember. We went to GameStop because we needed a new controller for this, since nothing else worked except my actual working Joy-Con, which was at my dad's, and I cannot bring here, so we went to go get another Joy-Con, and we bought a white one. I already tore the label off. I was testing all the buttons, and the home button didn't work after I tore the label off. And so yeah, we had to take that back in. I had to put the label back on, of course. And then we got this thing. It's purple and it's Zelda themed. This was like the last right Joy-Con they had by itself, I guess. So yeah, that's stuff about the Switch. I think I have 4 more devices to go through, and two of them I have right here, and just give me 1 sec. Okay, I've got it. So this is, no, I have 5, and only 2 of them I can show on camera. So, no, 6. I keep adding on. 6, and 2 of them I can show on camera. So, yeah. So, first I have the newest iPad. It's in silver. I don't feel like taking the case off right now. It is dead right now. Of course, it has the latest iOS. It is only Wi-Fi. I don't have any more stories to tell you. I got this from Best Buy. It was open box. So the warranty date was not really right. And I was so angry because I had to wait till we get home to set it up. And I wanted to in the car. But I didn't have any like hotspot at the time, so I couldn't do that. So yeah, that's the iPad. And then, has this charged at all? No. It's sad. MacBook. I'm taking that out. It's only 1 gigabyte anyway. So, MacBook. It is the MacBook Air 2015. It is the 13-inch, which I searched up on an app called Mac Tracker. And yeah, MacBook Air. It took me a while to fix this. Last time I had the charger, it just didn't want to do anything in internet recovery. It just wouldn't do anything. So then I just stopped and lost the charger. Then I wanted to find it again. Then I did. No, then I wanted to find it again. I couldn't find it, so I waited. And then I looked again, and I actually found it. I was so excited, I plugged it in, and it magically worked. And I did internet recovery. I didn't think it would go any faster. And it showed a timer from like 5 minutes. And I waited, and it went into macOS not recovery utilities, which it said reinstall macOS Sierra. So I did that and said no bag entry. Searched up how to fix it, fixed it, and then it said the installer information could not be recovered or something like that. I was just so angry that I just kept reloading the internet recovery since it kept dying and days went by, and it booted me into macOS recovery for macOS Monterey, which is so random, and it's the latest version that this MacBook can run. So I just did that, and it magically worked. I got stuck on less than a minute multiple times. So then I just fixed that by just waiting longer, even though it said less than a minute, and it worked. It magically worked. So this MacBook was a pain to get running, but I fixed it. I'm just the magical text genius. I don't know if it has any battery. The charger over there just hates me. So, let's see. Yeah, no. I did manage to get macOS Monterey on there. So, yeah. Once the charger decides to work, I'll make another video on that MacBook. That's all the devices I can show you now. But don't leave yet. I have more. Just I can't show them on camera because they are currently not with me. So, where do I put my camera for this? I don't know. Right there. Okay. So, I have another iPhone. It is the only iPhone I have, and it is the iPhone 11, which came out in 2019. I'm still using it because it supports the latest iOS, and I'm fine with that, but I feel like next year it is not going to support iOS 27. And I'm kind of upset about that. Because, like, I wanted to be able to use all versions. If you didn't just notice, I switched because I had to do something really quick. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure that came out with, like, iOS 13 or something like that. I can't remember, but I was looking on Mac Tracker on that iPhone, and yeah, I was just reading articles about Apple stuff, so yeah, that's the iPhone 11. It was actually my dad's old phone, so yeah. Then, after I got the iPhone 11, like a year after on Christmas, before Christmas actually, I was begging for an iPad because I had this little Amazon tablet, which kinda sucked, but I actually wanted an iPad, and for Christmas, the first present I opened was an iPad case, and I'm like, what's this? What's this for? And he's like, you'll see, and I'm like, ooh, did I get an iPad? So I start looking through all the presents, and I finally see the iPad, and I'm like, can I set it up now? Like, I was so excited. This was actually before I got the iPad A16, the newest one. So anyways, I was so excited. I didn't have to set it up because usually my dad will set it up before I start using it. Yeah, I think that came with iOS 17. Yeah. So, yeah, that was fun. That was great. What other devices did I have? Oh, the phone I had before my iPhone 11, which I wanted the iPhone 11 because my dad had recently updated to the iPhone 15 Pro, and I really wanted this old phone, so I got that. And then my phone I had before that was some kind of Galaxy J5 or something. J5 Sky or something. I can't exactly remember the name. I thought I had it logged into my Galaxy account, but I guess I had already removed it and everything, so. Not a whole bunch of stories about that. It wasn't really the greatest phone I had. I don't exactly know what happened to it. It just vanished. My dad might have sold it or something. I don't know. But then I have two more devices. They're both laptops. One is HP, one is Lenovo, a Yoga. Not really many stories on the Lenovo Yoga. I had to reset it because, I don't know, I can't remember. It was just not working very well, and apparently resetting it helps. Who knows? Apparently my dad. Let's see. So, yeah, I think I've covered everything. I have a lot of electronics, and yeah, so thanks for listening to my device lineup, I guess. Like and subscribe. Bye, guys.